Today I'm gonna make my vegan tofu taco crumbles. Ooh yeah! You crumble the tofu up, mix it with some seasonings and spices, bake it dries out, and then I stir some salsa back into that tofu. It sucks up some of that moisture, gets chewy, gorgeous, amazing. You can use it in a taco, you can use it in a burrito, you can use it anywhere that you want a gorgeous, crumbly, textury tofu that has delicious flavors. Ooh-wee, delicious. I don't even know what I'm doing. What is this movement? Even tofu haters love this recipe because the tofu is so chewy and gorgeous. If it ain't no bland cubes of tofu garbage, this is delicious. Tofu garbage? All right, so let's get to making tacos. Yes, taco love! If you've made my chili recipe, you'll notice that the tofu portion of the recipe is very similar, but that one is seasoned a little more for chili, and this one is seasoned for that Mexican love, that taco vibe. Super easy deasy? Alright, super easy deasy. Why am I only saying easy deasy now? Alright, super easy peasy to make. Let's begin. So, in a nice large bowl, I need light oil. By light oil, I just mean something light in flavor, so don't use something like olive oil, which has a strong flavor. A canola or vegetable oil will be perfect. Soy sauce, which is gonna add a little bit of color, a little bit of salt, a little bit of umami. Now getting into those taco seasonings, we need lots of chili powder, smoked paprika, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, and cayenne for a little kick, a little spice. If you're a spice wimp, fly just flew it straight into my face. If you're a spice wimp, you can skip the cayenne, but I love it. I love a little spice. Now just whisk these spices together and it's gonna form this kind of brown pasty business, and that's just what you want. I've got a block of extra firm tofu. I just drained off the excess water in the sink. So I just broke off a chunk. I'm gonna be using the whole block though, and I just pinch it between my fingers to break off chunky little bits. So you want to make sure to use extra firm tofu and not a medium tofu or even firm or soft. And then just use your fingers and crumble it into the bowl along with the spices. Take another chunk. Yes, crumble it. Oh, throwing tofu everywhere. There's no need to press the tofu ahead of time. It's gonna dry out in the oven anyways, so we can just skip that step. Tofu crumbles. And the last little chunk here. If there's any extra big parts, you can break them apart, but that looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna go straight in there and start mixing all of those spices into the tofu crumbles. Just using your fingers to mix it all up. Sometimes your hands are the best tool. Right, looking gorgeous. Now, as always, I'll pop a link to the full recipe instructions down below in the description, the very first line down there, and I'll pop one up here as well. So once that's all mixed together, I got my baking sheet here lined with parchment paper, and I'm just gonna spread the crumbles evenly over this sheet, like so. Boom! It's gonna be so good. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm just gonna pop these tofu crumbles straight in the oven now for about 30 to 35 minutes, giving a stir every now and then until the tofu is gorgeous, brown, and delicious and chewy.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Woo! Looking good! So my tofu crumbles are out of the oven now. You can see that some of the larger pieces are lighter in color and some of the smaller pieces are darker in color. That's perfect. That'll provide a variation of texture and chew. Now I have one warning about these. Don't start nibbling on these little crumbles because you won't be able to stop. Oh my god, so good. Now to finish these up, just add all the tofu crumbles to a pot or pan, and then pour in some of your favorite salsa. Turn on the heat, mix that in. Depending on the salsa, you might need a little bit more or less. If it's a very chunky salsa, you'll probably need a bit more, whereas if it's a very liquidy salsa, you'll probably need a little bit less. You just want to make sure that the tofu crumbles are getting moistened and sucking up all those juices. Mix your salsa and tofu together, just heat it through so it's nice and hot, and that's it. There's your tofu crumbles. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna pop over there now, finish up these tacos, serve them up, have lunch. Yes, excited. Beautiful. myself some taco shells and I've gathered some toppings. You can use whatever kind of taco toppings you like, but today I have some shredded lettuce, chopped tomato, a homemade guacamole, and my homemade sour cream. This recipe, if you want it, is called Sour Cream of My Dreams, and it is in my cookbook, Fuss Free Vegan. I'll pop a link down below where you can get that book, and I'll pop one up here as well. Okay, assembling, delicious, excited, tacos. Oh, I love tacos. Why can't every day be Taco Tuesday? Okay, gonna load up a taco. Oh. That's really good. Okay, a little lettuce, some tomato, guacamole, and some gorgeous homemade vegan sour cream. This sour cream is a little bit thin right now because I just freshly made it, but if I pop it in the fridge, it'll get really thick, so you can have it either way. Beautiful, look at those tacos, yes. All right, my favorite part always, the taste test. This is gonna be messy. I don't know how you can eat tacos without getting messy, actually. Those are some fun tacos. Delicious. The tofu has this amazing chewy texture. It's bursting full of spices and flavor. Put it on a taco. You got the salsa, you got the guacamole, you got all that goodness. Crispy, crunchy, chewy tacos. I mean, do I need to say more? Delicious. Love this recipe, super easy. Feel free to make it ahead of time and store it in an airtight container in the fridge. It'll keep, just heat it up when you need it. Beautiful, done, love it. Now I thought it'd be fun to start a little tradition. Last week when I posted my vegan seitan steak video, which you guys loved, a bunch of you made the vegan steak recipe and shared your photos on Instagram. I collected up a bunch of my favorites and I shared them and tagged you in my Instagram story to show everyone the vegan seitan steak love across the world. So let's do it again. If you make these tofu taco crumbles, be sure to post a photo on Instagram and tag me at It Doesn't Taste Like Chicken. I'll select my favorite recipes and share them in my Instagram story and tag you. Woo, fun. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and video, and if you do, let me know by giving it a big, huge like. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for another fuss-free vegan video every single Wednesday. I'll see you next week. Bon appetit! You can use whatever kind of toppings. Okay, choppy chop chop.